G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Thanks so much for being here today. I am going to try the daisy flower again from Resin courses. I think it was called the daisy belly. I don't know where the belly comes from. I'm just going to call it a daisy. Right, this was the last one I did. I will link this video for you down in, or up the top there. Sorry, the supermarket delivery has just arrived. It's always the way. So if you want to see this one, I wasn't that happy with it. I love the petals, but it didn't close. So I'm just going to try again. I'm going to pop my mold up on a little trivet this time. This is the large ice live edge mold. I'm just making sure that it's got the same amount of overhang, just to keep it a little bit cooler, I guess. See if we can stop it from curing too quickly, maybe keep it moving a bit more. Now this is going to be my push. I'm just going to pop a couple of drops in there. This is the Holbein Shadow Green, so that's going to be for my little push at the end. It's quite dark. We needed one, but anyway, look at it on the stick. It's like can't see anything at all. So anyway, that's going to be for the push. I am using the Let's Resin regular resin. It's not the deep, it's not the fast cure, it's just the regular 1-to-1 resin. And I mixed up 130 grams of part A and 120 grams of part B. My white here, it's almost opaque. You can see a little bit of the stick there when I tip it right over, but that's just my bloom. Almost opaque. Tiny little bit in here for some little balls. Never used them before, had them for ages. About time I used them. I am going to mix them in with a little bit of resin though. Pop them in there. They look like fish eggs, little caviars. Probably have too many, which is fine. I'll just use the leftovers to make another center. So anyway, that's them there. Alrighty, I'm going to close that again before I lose them all. And then my other color is going to be a dark blue. This is the Indanthrene Blue by Holbein. People keep yelling at me because I say Holbein. Holbein. Oh, I don't know. It's Holbein, I think. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try 4, and I'm going to add a drop of black as well. There we go. Oh, it drips everywhere. After it's been shaken, it gets bubbles on the top, and it just makes such a mess. Let's just see what that looks like. I want a dark blue. I might need to add another drop of blue. Let's see what it looks like. I don't want it too black. So anyway, I will link the course, Micah's course from resincourses.com down below. If you want to take the course, she'll tell you how much of everything to use. I think I'm going to add another 2 of the blue, 2 more blue, and 1 black. There we go. I'm going to write that down. Hopefully I've got like a nice navy sort of a colour. Looks very dark in there, but when you look at it on the stick, it's still transparent on the side of the cup there. Give that a really good stir. Don't want it to be streaky. I want to try and get a wriggle on. I don't want my resin to start getting thick and warm. This is the only resin I've tried with this technique so far. I do have Eli Chem's Ultracast that I'd like to try, and I've also got Platinum's Super Clear, which is also quite thick. It's similar to Art Pro, I think. So I want to give those 2 resins a go as well. So they will be coming up if you're interested in watching this technique. I'll do it again with those. All right, so that's the blue in. Oh gosh, I've spilt. Now the next thing that goes in is the white. It's very easy, you guys. Pretty basic. I have added an extra 10 grams of white this time. I want to see if more white will maybe close it a bit better. So, stepping away from Micah's recipe. And because my resin is such a thick resin, I've added more drops than what Micah used. Although we're using different pastes, so it's, you know, it's not apples for apples, it's apples and oranges. So yeah, it's a bit different. So you just have to play around with it, with what you've got, your resin, your inks, and just see what you can come up with, because everyone's just going to be different, because we're all in different parts of the world. We're all doing different products. All right, now I'm going to see if I can really shush this in. Really, in you go. Nice and fast. Push it to the outside. Hopefully it'll come back in again. Hopefully it will. That's the idea anyway. Now I'm not going to add my center yet. I'm going to see if it'll close first. It'll close as much as it wants to before I add my center. I'm just a bit worried that maybe putting the center in will actually stop the resin from closing. It might sort of go, get away, and move away. You know how resin pushes away from things? So anyway, that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Do I want a torch? Do I want a torch? All right, just a little one. Just to get those big bubbles. And then I'm going to leave it like that. This will go in later. I'm going to give it about half an hour. I'm going to put you on time lapse for half an hour. And then I'm going to come back and see if it's closed. If it's closed. See, the thing is, with the last one, it closed on the top. And I thought, okay, it's closed, but in the middle it still had a big gap like that on the other side, so I may do my little syringe trick. We will see. We will see. Oh, look, my nails match. My nails match. Oh, small things. All right. Enjoy the time lapse. Now let's pop a few of these little balls in. What's the bettings? I can't get them in the middle. Oh my gosh. How many do I want? About that many. I have no idea if they're going in the middle or not. I've got some leftovers. I just remembered I spilled some resin on my board earlier, so I need to wipe that. I'm going to bring you down in a minute and show you a close-up. I'll turn the light back onto it and show you. It was just that little bit there. I just dribbled a little bit. Clean it up now before it sets, hey, on my board. All right, I'll use that again. I won't waste it. Pop it back in its little tub. Didn't touch it with my fingers. All right, now I've got my little piece of plastic here. Hopefully you can still see. Just going to, I'll probably be able to get maybe 2 little balls out of it. 2 little centers. It's pretty thick and chunky, so I don't know that it's going to spread very easily. It's probably just going to stay like that. I'll play with it later, get it into the shape I want it later, but at the moment I'm just going to get it out onto my sheet of acetate. I think that's what this plastic's called. You know, like for projection screens, projector machines. Oh gosh, I don't even remember what they're called. Alright, that's out there. Should I make them a little bit bigger? I think this particular design lends itself to a slightly bigger center. Just make it a little bit into a circle. I've got lots of colours of these little balls, so I might use more of them. There's no point, well, things like glitter, they tend to float and move, whereas if you put something heavier like these little balls or stones or glass, something like that, they don't tend to float away and they kind of stay where you put them. So I do like those sorts of things for flowers and 3D blooms, that sort of thing. All right. Oh, there's a few bubbles poking through. Better get them. So that's pretty much it. I'll bring you down shine the flashlight in there so that you can see what it's doing. It's going to have a little close look, hey? A little sneaky peek. So it's really hard to see at the moment. Now, again, look away if you don't like flashing lights. I'm going to shine my flashlight, my torch into it and have a look and see if you can see if it's closed up, okay? Ready? There it is. You can see all that white fluffy stuff going on underneath there. Don't drop my phone in, don't drop my phone in. You can kind of see it going on underneath. All that kind of spider webbing, lacing. It looks as if it's heading, it looks as if it's in the middle. Whether or not it's very heavy white in the middle or whether it's just little wispy whites, I'm not quite sure. But look, it's only been going for maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Been moving, so hopefully it'll move a little bit more. All right. Oh, I want to do another time lapse. I'll see you for the unmolding. Hopefully this one will work a bit better. All right, it is time to unmold. Still hot, a little bit bendy as it normally is. Now, have a look inside. I'm going to shine the torch in. Look away if you don't want to see flickering lights. Look, it's closed in. Well, it looks as if it's closed in anyway, the center. So, I don't know. Just because it's closed in on the back, although it does that, it's pink. Look, I don't know where I got pink from. Purple, blue and green. Maybe, I don't know. It's just weird, like it looks a purpley tone in there when I use these two. Anyway, go figure. Who knows? All right, let's just do this. Get it out. The mold does hold more than that. Quite deep, isn't it? Quite a big mold, this one. It's probably the biggest one I have. So I'd say it would hold a cup easily, 250 grams. I will link it down in the description if anybody wants the large ice mold. Oops, I'm sorry, making the phone jump, putting it away. All right, a little bit of transparency, not much, just a little bit. Alrighty. Matches my nails. All right, here we go. Gosh, hope it works. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. That's totally different to the last one. And it's closed in. I guess because I've got like those little stone pebbly things in there, you know, it doesn't close all the way, but we've definitely got 3 distinct areas. Look at this. We've got the dark blue along the edge there, all the way around. Then we've got this mid blue all the way around. And we've got more of a white, tiny little bit of blue just in there. So, yeah, very, very different to this one. This was the last one I did. It's got, the petals are much smaller on this one. We've got 2 distinct colours, but then it had this big open centre, and that's why I had to put the sticker there, because it was a big open centre like that. This actually closed in more. They're both really pretty, just totally different. Which one do you prefer? This is more the traditional daisy, this one with the little tiny petals. And I was trying to get the tiny petals, but getting it to close, so different, very different. It's still pretty though. Do you think it's pretty? Can't really see any purple. I can't really see much green either. Tiny bit of green hidden in there somewhere. All right, let's go for a little walk and look at it in some different lights. And yeah, let me know what you think of it. I'm thinking that this one, see the white has spread more. I'm thinking, oh, there's a few little ones just in there. I'm thinking the resin might have been a little bit thinner this time. Didn't cure quite as fast, maybe because it was up on its little trivet. Maybe that's why they're sort of more elongated. I guess maybe they sort of floated, moved more if the resin was a little bit thinner. That's just my theory. Whereas I think if the resin is thicker, the petals tend to just drop down where they are and they don't move as much, whereas you can definitely tell, now that I'm a little bit more experienced, I can tell, oh yeah, that was a thinner resin, or that was a thick resin, you know, you can kind of tell. And we've got some little tiny petals in the center there. So cool. Anyway, you let me know what you think of it. Or do you prefer the purple one better? Right. Now, what other colours should I do? I really want to do like a pink and yellow, I think. Try and get like an orangey tone. I'll try that next. What do you think? And I won't put the trivet next time. I'll just do what I did with the last one. Actually, I may even try no little stones in the middle just to see what happens. Shall we do that? Try nothing in the middle and see if it actually closes over, because those do stop it from closing, don't they? I think they do. All right, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've learnt something from it, and hopefully I'll see you all again for the next one real soon. Okay, take care guys. Bye for now.